What is going on, guys? Throttle therapy in your face, and we're going to go over a pretty controversial topic. Should you or should you not lubricate your motorcycle chain? And I'm going to try to put some info on you to make you think a little bit here. Despite what people tell you where, oh, it's pointless to lubricate a motorcycle chain, you should always just check your slack and tension. Lubing the chain is really bad because then you get sand and debris up in the chain, which causes grinding effect, which then wears out the chain faster. If you're meticulously maintaining your chain on a bike, right? If you're constantly maintaining your chain, right? You're cleaning it like every month, doesn't matter where you ride. You spray it off, clean it, and re-lubricate it. As we all know, moving parts require oil, right? They require oil.
It's science.
You will wear out your chain a lot slower if you're lubricating and cleaning the chain properly. So I'm going to lubricate today. I'm going to show you how I do that. It's a lot easier on this bike because of the stand, but if you stop and just think for 1 second, should you or should you not apply oil to moving parts? Well, what would happen to your engine if you didn't put oil in it when it comes to moving parts?
Oh, big fire! It wants to run out of it!
The engine would fry. It's the same thing with a chain. You're going to wear the chain out a lot slower or a lot faster if you're not lubricating the chain, right? Yes, you're going to get sand and grit and debris on it, but if you clean the chain, spray it real good afterwards, give it a good cleaning, degrease the chain, and then respray, you know, every month or two, the chain will last a long time. They have products like Chain Lube. There you go. Chain Lube by Lucas, right? On a bike like this, it's really simple. You put it up on the center stand, you start the bike, you put it in gear, you let the back tire spin, and you just slowly go back and forth across the chain like this, and we'll do it together. If your bike doesn't have it, well, then you're going to be spraying a little bit. Spray, spray, spray. Push the bike forward, spray, 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 push your bike forward, spray, 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 or lift it up with a, jack you got in your garage, or a tire wheel stand if you got one of those. Crunch it up, go for it, right? Is it necessary to lubricate your chain? As somebody who understands moving parts and friction, it is by all necessary means, yes, something you should definitely do.
It's science.
So let me crank up the bike, and let's lubricate this chain together. I hope that kind of helped you understand. Moving parts and friction require lubrication, otherwise they wear out faster. Like that is just how it works. That's life, that's reality, that's physics, that's how things go. So yes, should you lubricate your chain? In my honest opinion, the answer is yes. So let's lubricate the chain. All right, guys, I have this bike set into a perfect idle, so all we're gonna do is activate the rear gear. It's a little low, so it might kind of jerk the chain around because I have it set for 1200 RPMs, but should be all right. We'll let out the chain real slow so it doesn't get too jerky on the engine. There we go. It's moving pretty fluidly, I would say. And all we're going to do is just hold the lube down on one side and spray. There we go. I can see it on that side. Now we're going to do it on this side until we can see it. There you go. And now I'm going to spray the front, on the side a little bit. There it is. And we'll let that work itself in. I'm just going to let it sit there and idle for a while it works itself in. And then I'm going to rev it a few times to get the excess off there. But we want it to soak into the chain a little bit while it's moving. So there you go, guys. Lucas Chain Lube is your best friend. Trust me. I'm going to bring the RPMs up a little bit. Excellent. Looks good. I'll grab my little rag in here, show you what I do next. Just be careful with your fingers. Alright, it's not the most intelligent thing to do, but Got a pretty good system in place for this, so gonna hold it right here, lightly, just slightly. We're gonna try to take a lot of the excess off now that it's worked into the chain a bit. So as I go, I'm putting downwards pressure, but I'm also minding that it's not going to grab the rag either. Now I'm going to do the same thing down here, but I'm going to do it low so it gives me a chance to pull my fingers out if I have to. Just holding it in place while it spins the chain. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Yee. Alright, and that's how you lubricate a motorcycle chain easily. Put it in neutral, have a look at the chain now. Oh yeah, you can see it. It's beautiful. Give her some lubrication. Running like a top. And there you go, guys. That's a simple way to lubricate the chain. After about 2 months, I will lube it. Probably every 500 miles I will lubricate my chain, and then every 2 months I get a bottle of Dawn dish soap or degreaser. I spray the chain down real good, clean it all off, and from there basically I just re-lubricate it. And we do this cycle again and again and again. I promise you'll keep your sprockets in good shape, and you'll keep your chain in good shape for many years of riding if you do this properly and you're meticulous about it. If you don't pay attention to your chain at all, you don't do what's necessary for the chain, well, you're going to wear out your sprockets and your chains all the time. You're going to be replacing those things. I mean, a bottle of chain lube is like $4. So, you know, in a little bit of your time. How long did that take me to do that? Now, cleaning it, granted, a little bit more work, because you got to put the degreaser on it, let it sit, and then I have to spray it down. So I get my pressurized hose with the degreaser, and I spray it down real good till the chain is nice and clean. Then I get my air blower. We have a blower over here, a little electric blower, and I blow off the chain to make sure it's really really dry before I add the lube. And then all the black is off of it at that point. It just looks like a fresh chain again. And then 2 months later, it'll be black and gritty, and you know, it'll need the it'll need to be cleaned again. But I have had a lot of bikes, and I rarely have ever had to change a chain or sprocket just by keeping up with the meticulous maintenance needs of the bike. Trust me, man, I won't go fast. Got my new tank protector here, matches most of my gloves and riding gear. I still need my red threads around the tire, so I gotta go get some red threads. And my tank sliders, I believe, are also going to be red. I also think I might replace a lot of these screws with red screws to give it some offset coloring. But yeah, tank protector finally got here. Right after I got done making the chain lube video, the tank protector thing came in. I was like, yes, finally, because I just cleaned this tank, got it all on there, put a whole new cover on there. So she's getting there. It's one I plan on having for a while, hopefully. So just needed to upgrade on the tank protector because the one that was on there was garbage. I really had to clean that puppy off. So hopefully the sun helps bake this one on there today real good now that the heat's out. And yeah, should be good. Clean this one off, make sure it's nice and fresh. There we go.
Are you sure this is okay? You're in country, dude. Live a little. Now, she's pretty sensitive, so go easy on the throttle, okay? All right.